Hello, this is Ensconce. So this is part 4. I have taken my Benson against a Shokaku, a Lexington, an Implacable, and now a Parseval to examine what the rocket attacks look like. As we've updated the AI on bot CVs, which has allowed them to accurately make drops with their torpedoes, their bombs, their rockets, and some co-op players were a little frustrated against the laser accurate rocket planes. So we've been examining that, and the big thing to notice is, what is the range where the planes split, where the planes lock in, where they're going to shoot? That's where it's going to be, and then you want to generate some kind of movement or intercept. Very hard for the Shokaku. Even though it's a 4-second lead time, very sharply accurate rocket, so quite hard to juke. The Lexington was rather trivial, actually. The angle of attack and the distance at which the attack is placed is pretty significant, really. So we're just going to go straight forward here. I'm going to let the Parseval know where I am so we can see the bestest shot they're going to do. I'm not going to turn, not going to juke or anything. This should generate overpen, so we might get hit for 3 to 4K if it's a really good hit. And shots at 1.2. Go. So we took about 2.3, I think it is. I probably could have looked at the number, but I didn't. So we can see just how quickly it was. At 1.2, it's 1.5 second lead time and shot. You know, almost immediate. And we might actually not even have to shoot because of how close that shot time is. Yeah, once again, 1.2. Nope, it overshoots actually, because the bot does seem to have a restriction on not being able... It knows where we are. It actually knows the heading that we're taking so that it can set up the broadside shot, but it seems to have a logic where it can't take the shot if it can't see us. So once it actually spots us, like has a visual indication of where we are, then it can take the shot. And in this case, looks like 2.3 is not enough time for it to be able to shoot us. Right, because the reticle is already too far away. So we're gonna help a bot out. We're gonna help a bro. We're gonna start to shoot and examine what kind of things we can do in relation to this. We're gonna try to take all 3 caps. The one thing we can do is we can stretch out the attack by turning, because we can turn just a little and just keep pushing this, and it looks like it commits around 2.6. So what we could actually do here, there you go. We showed some angle, got a good bite into us. One thing is to remember, the Parseval has AP rockets. So if the strike is flat broadside, very likely the rockets won't arm on the armor and will pass through the ship and you'll take overpen damage. But when you start to thicken up that angle and you turn, it might bite and actually arm on the side of the ship, pop and deal, you know, pen damage, which is a little over 3 times as much as an overpen. So we need to be careful about showing side. It's either, you know, broadside or bust. Let's go ahead and tell them where we are. And we'll try to do something that it did on the... Let's see, can we S-turn this in maybe? Drift. Can't quite Tokyo drift out of the way. That's not going to be a thing. Could try to see about ricocheting the planes, but if we're going to have to cap the area, it's not necessarily going to be enough. We can drag this out, keep looking for the broadside, keep looking for the broadside, keep looking for the broadside. But once it hits around 2.5, I think, is where it just goes, screw it, charges you. Yep. So by thinning up, still probably get resets. Oh, that's right, if we don't shoot, the rockets can't see us fast enough to actually take the shot. If we were sailing away, maybe. If we were sailing away, that would give more distance for the Parseval to start the attack, place the reticle, and then actually have the reticle interact with our ship. We can go ahead and help bro out. So we didn't take any damage, but we did get reset because the rockets pinged off our hull. So in this case, I mean, we already know the magic trick, which is our detection is so low, the Parseval can't hit us. The Parseval just overfly us each time. But if we run away, is it also going to overfly us? I assume it will not. Because from where we see it, you know, going full speed, we'd be giving it additional time to aim. So it sees us, it's aiming, it's shooting at 1.2, and yes, so we do get reset, we get reset all the way, and the planes bug off. So, I mean, the easy part of this would just be to sit in a spot and watch as the planes overfly, and then move to the next cap and do the same. I guess that's what we'll do. Planes will come over. They know where we are. They know where our heading is. Come over, try to find the broadside, but can't start the shot until we're spotted. Spotted at 2.3. Immediately responds by diving down, but overshoots, can't do it. There's just not enough time for the CV to see its target and take the shot at 2.3 kilometers. Because there's a wind-up time. There's a wind-up time on rockets. You left click, and it's called preparation. And the preparation time might be 2 seconds or 3 seconds or something. And in the distance that you travel from 2.3 all the way to where you're trying to shoot, 1.2 I think it is, there's just not enough distance. But I'm going to be honest, at 1.2 kilometers, when the shot, you know, is engaged, the attack is started at like 2.5, and then the 1.2 where it's actually like, okay, I'm going to place, I'm going to shoot machine guns, my rockets are going to do the thing. Yeah, there's not a lot of time to juke. Against a human player, I mean, you're playing a battle of wits. What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? And one of the things you can do is charge the planes, get under their guns. So you're denying the ability for the CV to have wind-up time. Because the CV has to guess where you are, and they could start their attack early, but not all planes are able to firm up their reticle very quickly. So here we are, we're just charging, which forces an overfly. You can see the rockets are even further away. Because by charging him, by the time he spots us, he's going forward at speed. I'm coming at him at speed. There's just even less room to have an interaction. And this should be finished out. So I don't think there's a way for me to juke the rocket planes that see me because of how close they are when they take the shot. But we should be able to take this cap. And that's what I was trying to do. I'm going to consider that a victory condition, so we'll have one more overfly. Not happening today, brud. Not happening today. But we will see, let's pop the engine boost. And see, can we juke from rest? What does that look like? It's probably going to look pretty bad. Let's start around 2.2. That should easily track. And it does. So, not going to be able to juke from rest. Can we juke from max speed? I don't think we will, because again, that 1.2 is super close, so there's not a lot of wiggle room. Sighted. Starts his attack around like 2.6, I think it is. There we go. Starts the attack around 2.6. Start the juke around 1.6 and mitigate. So we can dovetail out of the way a little bit, but that's about all we can do. So hope you had this. Hope you had fun and found this useful. Have a good one.